Tom Brady. Bay Area. Motherfucker. Even kijken wat dit allemaal is.
Amsterdam.
Oh. Graphic setting. Is dit nou weer? Nou ja, zal wel.
To match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh fuck.
Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Blitzen.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, you think back, Charles, a year ago to Super Bowl 55, we were out in Tampa, and this Chiefs offense just never could get it going. Patrick Mahomes hobbled by that turf toe injury. The offensive line, they were down a few starters. It was just a team that, frankly, was not at full strength.
And to their credit, they didn't use that as an excuse, and I applaud them for that because what our eyes showed us, what we saw in that game, they didn't play their best game. But Tampa Bay, the better team throughout, right from the word go. And they really got after Kansas City in that one.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
No!
Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ja,
That's to Evans,
Boeken.
and what a nice catch that is.
Ooh.
Mike Evans, 48 yards.
En Boeken.
And the Bucs
Touchdown.
are on the board first here on the road in
Lekker.
Kansas City. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and
Oh,
it
what a
works
throw
to
from
hit the end zone.
Tom Brady.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Okay.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
Oh, fake knee.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Byron Pringle now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, but, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
6-0 our score after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time it's happened in the Super Bowl era.
Oh, come on.
So
I like that.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. And this is reminiscent, Charles, of what we saw back in February. The Buccaneer pass rush creating problems for Mahomes.
And you think about how often he was on the run in that game. All the yards that he used up trying to get away from people. If he could have just gone downfield, he probably would have had 200 yards rushing in that game.
Oh, shit.
They did sack him 3 times, forced him into 2 interceptions. The pressure was relentless. This is a really tough unit to move the ball against.
I'm down millions.
I'm down millions.
Has not found the end zone yet.
Billions.
That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
Come
and
on.
Maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
What?
Dit voor Staes. Dat gaat weer hard.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last year, the number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they played a little more like a top 2 or 3 defense down the stretch. And I would say that in the playoffs and through the Super Bowl, they were truly the best defense in the NFL.
Dang.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Oh, shit.
Booker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Microsoft Surface.
Ja.
Helemaal mensen.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from, but you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38, out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Evans has got the first down. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From the end zone, this is Mickens. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When this Bucs offense is humming, this is what they're good at. Those short to intermediate passes. They get the ball out quickly in rhythm, and it's a tough offense to slow down when they're playing well.
Oh, stinky.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback.
Ja, ik probeer het.
A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Good. Ja, lekker.
It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Ja, lekker.
Put through by Succum, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing will lead you into bigger errors.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down right
Your
around
bow
the
away,
34
please.
after a
Hello.
pickup of only a yard.
Hello, hello.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
Ja,
And
lekker.
down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Hey.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Really nice job there by the interior of the Kansas City defensive line, and they're a stout unit to run against. And they do an excellent job there bottling that play up.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
Oh.
Down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Brady.
Yes!
Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Suck up for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5.
Oh, it's left.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes finding Kelsey and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Oh.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. 7 yards, the pickup there. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Mahomes to throw it. Man open is Robinson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
All right.
Mahomes will throw. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Hey!
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Bernard avoiding the tackle, Bernard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
No.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
Hey.
Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
What?
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here's the fullback.
Oh,
Mason.
ja, ist gut.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well done. You've defeated the...
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if...
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Nice job there getting the win. Next.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, my.
To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Trask. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Look, I played the game. I missed the shot.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trask. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And this is going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. He stiff-arms him. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge.
Ja.
Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
Probeer het een beetje door te krijgen.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the NFL, 1943, Giants and Lions. So here we are in the 4th quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, I've got a feeling, partner. I've got a feeling that this is going to be the drive. In fact, something big might happen defensively.
From the 38, Trask. He's got Mason complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
He shakes it
Gooi je
off.
kut.
But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ronnie Perkins able to get in there and drop him behind the line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Cornell Powell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Je doet helemaal niks.
Now Mason, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ben Mason in the final minute. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So we have a score to report after all.
Whoa, stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943.
Boom.
43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game coming in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But hey, now it's still just a 1-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 7-0, and time a huge factor. He'll get that complete to Powell. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. Able to shake him off.
Hey.
But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. For the call.
We start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Trask to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Trask now. Incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But
how about this, a fake?
This
is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts him.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Setting to throw. Here's Trask.
Hey!
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacob Harris there to make the grab. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Vaker je komt, hoe meer dingen je krijgt. Kom. Ik ben niet te wachten. Ah. Nou kijk, zie je, nu krijg ik weer wat. Kop en schotel. Dankjewel. It was a dead and say nothing. You are a baby. Okay.
It's going to set him back 5 yards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking.
been tried in the fire. Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to come faring down the Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got possession in your own territory. 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
This is caught inside the 15.
Yes!
In for the Buccaneers touchdown. Des Fitzpatrick, 46 yards. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. Point after here coming up.
Ik heb een touchdown gemaakt. Ja, lekker.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trash throw taken in by Fitzpatrick. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from there in this passing game.
Oh.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. On first down. It's Parsons. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he works Gets it past the 30, almost to the 25. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Hey. Oh. Hoe gek.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Gewoon.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Volgend jaar pas uitkomen.
This drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Zwaar.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. Back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oké, nou, ik ben nu nog voor Amsterdam Centraal. Ben ik net gebeld. Ja, oké, nou, ik check die later.
Oké, doei. This game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge...
What? Niks.
Niet door. Zonde, want het was het miljoenen.
Ja.